2K16. Yo, we sure know we gotta do that fantasy draft, baby. We gotta do that fantasy draft. I think I'll do my team with the Lakers. Everything looks just about right. We're gonna go to that one right there. And we ready to go. We ready to rock and roll. Okay. Let's pin. Well, I might not be with the Lakers this time. I might be. Let's see. I'm in there down between the Warriors, the Wizards, the Bulls, the Clippers, the Hawks, the Kings, the Lakers. Let's see, who should I go with? Let's. Well, free agency's going around, so I don't want Durant to go to the Wizards. So I mean, I don't want him to go anywhere, but I'm gonna go to the least likely team he'll be going to. That's the Los Angeles Lakers. And we're gonna put up the Lakers at #1 overall pick. We're gonna put him over here with the #1 overall pick. We're gonna put #1 overall picks too. We're gonna pick my guy. Now we gotta pick your boy G Baby Swag in this game, bro. He's not in the game, but you know I created him, so we gotta pick him, bro. We gotta pick him somehow, bro. Ooh. Let's go with Wilson Chandler. David Lee, Ryan Anderson, Nate Gibson. Ooh. I don't know. That's it, more Taj Gibson. You gotta make your team look realistic in this game, man. You gotta make your team look freaking legit, bro. You gotta make your team look, you know, good. Good as hell, bro. You gotta make your team look good. Okay, let's check your base numbers. Make sure we don't have to change any base numbers. I'll take that. Definitely not picking fucking. What's his name? Best not picking Patrick Beverly. I hate that douchebag. But you know, Udrih, I had him on Thunder. I'm gonna have him again in this one. Deion Waiters can be on the Lakers. I don't give a fuck. Bro, you gotta pick Sam Decker. Your team isn't the best without Sam Decker on it. So we're gonna go with him. We're gonna go with Costa Kufos. Behind him. I think I'm going with Zaza Pachulia. Jose Calderon, most definitely. Barnes, nope. Nope. Metal World Peace, maybe. If you're hitting me, maybe. Mike Miller, definitely going with Mike Miller. Even though I'm kind of disappointed in him that he didn't join the Thunder, I kind of have to give him, you know, a chance to be on my team, you know? Like, I'm not gonna not give him a chance to be on my team, you know? Like, it's just kind of fucked up, not, you know, let a player get a chance to be on your team. Alright, let's go to front desk. Fix Monte's number. We definitely gotta fix Monte Ellis' number. He just doesn't look good in number 20, so. Number 10. Honestly, with those shoes at, honestly, these are them. Yeah, see, honestly, I think I like those shoes right there.
Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make us.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. Last season they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. The win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rajon Rondo is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. Pekovic with the screen for Rondo. Down low, and the wide open shot from Pekovic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Pekovic has got his first points in this one.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Okay, that was...
Timberwolves have gone 2-3 here to start off the game. Rondo kicks to Bosh. The 11-footer. The shot misses. Ellis with some nice D. Minnesota on D. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Flip Saunders. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monte Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monte Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Money passes to Gibson. Lets it go. Some solid defense from Bosh.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Money. Stolen by Bosh.
Fuck you, Bosh, you fucking dinosaur, little motherfucker.
Wiggins kicks to Rondo. For the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Ellis dishes to Gibson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Money passes to Usher. Chandler outside. The three. Pekovic with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Rondo shoots from the high post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Bosch has got 5.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Here's Money after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Here's Money. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Money's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Pekovic. Dishes it to Bosch. Here's Wiggins. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
Here's Bellinelli following the bucket by the Lakers. Feeds the Bosch. The 9-foot shot. And he hits the jumper for 2. Bosch has got 7 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And guys, I for one can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your leg. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injuries.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Pachulia, he's checked in for Usher. Decker comes in for Taj Gibson. Dion Waiters checked in for Ellis. And Udrich in for Money.
Don't underestimate. He can knock that down.
The pass to Book. The 3. Udrich grabs the board. Lakers leading by 5. Chandler is screen. Now the dish to Pachulia. Fires the 3. Raiders no luck. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chandler kicks to Pachulia. Inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Pachulia. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, he realizes his role. I mean, rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else is a bonus.
And he sinks the second.
And Bano Udrich, a 6'3 lefty combo guard out of Yugoslavia. He can run the pick and roll and has really improved from mid-range. Can square up and bury it at a moment's notice.
And the basket good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Chandler dishes to Decker. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Now the feed to Ajinça. And the release was before the buzzer.
That shit out of here, boy.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
Well, dinosaur.
Ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same.
Come on, bro.
They may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the court for Minnesota, Tayshaun Prince out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the 2.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. The Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66. And a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Knocks it loose and stolen by Wiggins. Williams passes to Rondo. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Bosh now top of the key. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference.
Get dunked on,
the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope. And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosh. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit. Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Timberwolves trail by 17. The drive by Rondo. And nothing is falling for him right now. Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Bank shot. No good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Rondo kicks to Wiggins. Misses him close. Lakers leading by 17. Here's Money. No good from outside.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work out of his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Ellis, who's checked in for Chandler. And it's Calderon in for Money. Timberwolves trail by 15. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Wiggins following the miss by Taj Gibson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Lakers lead by 15. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Pekovic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contest right there.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Some changes for the Lakers. Pachulia, he's checked in for Usher. Decker comes in for Waiters. And it's Udrich in for Jose Calderon. Minnesota also making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Bosch. Prince comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Booker in for Bellinelli. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Udrich. Rondo kicks to Booker. To the paint. That's good from Pekovic on the assist by Booker.
Take a dick.
And that's now 6 points for Nikola Pekovic. Lakers leading by 14. Udrich dishes to Gibson. Good on the 13-footer.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Humphries. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
And for Chris Humphries,
go ahead.
Is the sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that with the best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Ellis. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. 8 points for Monte Ellis.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Again, back to Humphries. He was rolling pretty good last season, but a late-season groin injury, Clark, cost him the final 16 games.
Yeah, terribly disappointing for Chris because he had become an important part of that front court rotation. He was up to almost 20 minutes a game before he went down.
Right side, Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Udrich. There's the screen. Goes up on the wing. Can't hit.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now here's Williams. For Minnesota, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And Williams drops them both. Here's Money from past the arc. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And that concludes the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny?
Well, it comes down to confidence.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Omer Ashik is out there with Taj Gibson. And there's Money. Then it's Ellis, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well, I tell you guys, when you look at this Wolves team, I mean, the outlook is really bright. A lot of young talent that's fitting together nicely. Good skill set. I think this group could be one to watch and really good going forward.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timberwolves trail by 17. Rondo kicks to Bosch. Pekovic with a screen. To the middle. Here's Bellinelli. Soft touch off the glass. So for the Timberwolves last year, Greg kind of traded into the top overall pick, getting the Wiggins deal, which means 2 consecutive years of having number 1. They're beginning to put together the ingredients.
I think they have a core to ultimately be formidable when you talk about that Western Conference. And to pick up Zach LaVine in that same draft, that was a nice selection as well. And don't discount what Flip Saunders brings to the table in terms of coaching and teaching these young players.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him great confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
For Minnesota, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he can't hit the second. Here's Pekovic. And at last, they get one to fall.
You can't let them recover their missed free throws. Lucky break for the offense.
Money passes to Novak. Connects from three-point range. Novak's got his first 3 points of the game.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Rondo dishes to Bosch. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Rondo. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Ellis. Miller outside, fires the 3. That's good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Rondo. To the inside. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist here tonight. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Wiggins. Novak kicks to Miller. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. 24 points for Money.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
To the left side wing. Bellinelli. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Money. The good-looking shot from the wing. Money's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Here's Rondo, following the three by the Lakers. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
From the arc, Ontic can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 17. And it's Wiggins missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Hits it from three-point range. That's now 32 points for money.
Yeah, it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Minnesota calls timeout. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games from him last season.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now here's Pachulia, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late. Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Unloads from 13. Pachulia, no luck.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Williams kicks to Ajinça, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Udrich, the pass to Pachulia. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Pachulia's got his first basket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 20. And here is Williams. Pass to Ajinça with 4 seconds on the clock. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Ajinça's got 6 points in the quarter.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Money can't get it to go. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Booker, Tayshaun Prince out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Williams at the 1.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability.
Come
those
on,
point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here's Money. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark. And the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Williams can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 20. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Money's got 40 points.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Bosch with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Money following the score by Tayshaun Prince. Chandler kicks to Gibson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Money. Releases from the wing and drills it. Money's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Minnesota calls timeout.
The NBA has done a terrific job of increasing its presence around the globe. I mean, what was once a national sport has become a global sport in a relatively short time. I think that'll continue to be the case as a larger international presence moves forward.
Omer Asher, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Alexis Ajinça, and Wiggins is subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Williams. And 12 points for Nikola Pekovic. The NBA, it's undeniable, becoming a global game. It's reflected in the players. 1/4 of the league. That's amazing. 1/4 of the league. Now international players.
It's unreal. I mean, that number's going to continue to grow, I think, over the years. Last season, they had a game in Mexico, and events like that really helped expand the popularity of the NBA. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right
Come
there.
on, bro.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bosch can't hit.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense and not allow him to get those kinds of looks. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
To the paint to halt the run, and he lets it up and in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Money, and it's sent back by Bosch. And they're able to recover. Here's Money. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got his fourth assist in this one.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Williams attacking. He feeds it to Pekovic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game.
They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Steve Novak, he's checked in for Gibson. Decker comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Waiters in for Ellis.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Shots good by Waiters.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, it's a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
Beautiful jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Here's Wiggins. Count that one.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
A nice shot by Booker. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Novak with the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Lakers. Calderon comes in for Money. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Rondo comes in for Williams. And he gets the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Lakers call time here. What do you think, guys?
Now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Yeah, there really isn't much for them to be talking about. This is rubbing it in and adding salt to the wound.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Money. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Rondo drives in. Jordan kicks to Rondo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jets.
Man, Kenny the Jet Smith cracks me up, bruh.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
What time is it? Game time. 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 Can you feel it? Can you feel your heart beat? Can you feel it? It's that time. Game time.
King got it for you live here from Sacramento, California. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Omer Ashik. Taj Gibson is out there with Wilson Chandler. And there's Money. And it's Ellis at the 2 guard.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And here now the Kings. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Money. No good on the 3. The Kings have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. The drive by Hill. Shot's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Money. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Good on the 3-point shot. Money's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Right at the free throw line, and the goal will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher, he needs more than one guy to defend him.
Chandler inside the line. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Hill. 9-point game his last outing. Right now, let's find out what head coach George Karl had to say to our Doris. Doris?
His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now. Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Now, here is Hill. Not a lot of room. The kick out to Matthews. Wide open. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Matthews has got his first points in this one. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Here's Randle following the bucket by the Lakers. Hill dishes to Horford. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And that one's good, Ellis.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
James against Chandler. The drive by James. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Ellis can't get it to go.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Jang, he's checked in for Horford. P.J. Tucker comes in for James. Richardson, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Peyton in for George Hill. They grab their own miss. Jang, and Gibson sends it back. Running it up the court. Uter for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven coaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Shot's good by Waiters.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Good. Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Kufis checked in for Sacramento. The Lakers also changing it up. Deckers checked in for Chandler. And it's Calderon in for Dion Waiters. And the wide open shot from Deckers hits the three-point bomb. Deckers got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Payton outside. He dishes it to Kufis. Goes back up. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Good on the second free throw.
And Kosta Kufis, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
You notice I didn't even say that word. What's that word?
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K,
Alright, peace out, y'all. It's time for me to get off.
Seen footage from this season.
Deckers got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You notice I didn't even say that.